Performance mode, performance mode, performance mode. This is a term we've heard increasingly over the last couple of years, and especially over the last couple of weeks. Despite supposedly going into the next generation of consoles, we are still plagued by 30 frames per second. We are still plagued by a technical failure and a disaster. Now, you know what I hear when I hear performance mode? I hear a giant L. I hear a scarlet letter. I hear a badge of shame. You know why? Because no matter what it is, if you have to use a performance mode, it means you failed. Performance mode is for people whose reach has exceeded their grasp, whose technical vision, whose creative vision has outweighed what they are realistically, literally able to achieve. It is an absolute abject failure to do so. Now, you may say it's the best of a worse situation. It's still a pretty bad situation. It's still a laughable joke and an absolute failure. If you can't properly work within the confines that you're given, well, you're a failure. A creative vision being stifled, crippled, suffocated, chained, tethered, held back, pinned down because of failure and poor choices is not a vision I want to be a part of. Creativity, scope, scale, it should all be free, untethered, unchained, uncrippled, ungimped. It should all be free to express itself far beyond the means of what any so-called performance mode can allow. But it's a choice. Some people prefer 4K 30 or lower quality 60. And they're all wrong because their sheer fundamental basis is based on an absolute failure. A failure to achieve a standard. A failure to deliver. A failure to perform. Performance mode. If you can't do it, don't. Do what you're supposed to do. Achieve next gen, even if all that means in this day and age is reverting to a 4-decade-old standard of fundamental game design. If you even can, which clearly you can't. Don't be satisfied with a step back. After all, a performance mode isn't a choice. It's not a victory. It's not something to celebrate. All a performance mode is a monument to your failures.